Kavani Young, if you would unmute yourself and turn on your camera.
Oh, we've got a special treat for you. We kick it off with the Chisnator and one of the worst court performances I've ever seen in my life. Then we move on to Buchanan, and it actually gets worse.
Please. Thank you. There's 2 tickets here under the name Brandon Markeith Pickett. File numbers 25 R row 06879 and 79A. These tickets are for disregarding a traffic control device and having a mobile device in your hand while you're driving. You have the right to admit or to deny responsibility or to admit with an explanation. As to the mobile device, how do you wish to proceed?
Are we doing it as separate things?
Yes.
To the mobile device, I am going to deny.
Okay. As to the disregarding the traffic control device?
Deny.
Okay. We're going to need to step back from this a moment when we take care of a criminal matter from the county jail.
Okay.
So if you just bear with us. You can knock on the door behind us. Okay, now we're back to.
This defendant is so stupid and so obnoxious. And Chisnator is so Chisnator. It's fantastic.
Kavani Young. And don't believe we swore the witnesses before we broke off, so I'd ask each of you to raise your right hands, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this matter will be the truth?
Yes.
Okay. We still have the officer?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you testify first, please.
Okay. On November 4th, 2025 at approximately 1:05 in the morning, I was in the area of southbound Woodward Avenue, approaching 12 Mile Road, and I observed a black Ford Edge entering the southbound turnaround
There's the culprit right there.
lane of Woodward, just south of 12 Mile. The Ford Edge had a red light for the turnaround lane. I observed the Ford Edge travel through the turnaround lane, not coming to a complete stop at the red light, and then continuing northbound Woodward. As the car was passing me, I observed the driver of the car to be holding their cell phone in their right hand. I initiated a traffic stop on the vehicle at the gas station on the southeast corner of Woodward and 12 Mile. When I went to approach the driver of the vehicle, the driver advised that they were going to go into the gas station before handling the traffic stop. I advised the driver to sit back into their car and advised them of the reason for the stop. The driver immediately became defensive and believed that I was targeting them. The driver continued to throw insults towards me. I then issued the driver the citations for operating while using a mobile electronic device and disobeying a traffic control device.
Bonnie Young, it's your turn, please.
Meanwhile, the officer is as nice as it gets. And super mellow.
Okay, so I feel like the dash cam footage.
Okay, man, we're not talking feelings here. Let's talk facts.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about. The dash cam.
No, you said that you feel.
Well, let me rephrase that.
F your feelings. Chisnator, right out of the chute. We're not talking about your feelings. I don't want to hear about them. I absolutely love it.
Please.
If you would take a look at the dash cam and body cam footage, you would see that his testimony is in most part a lie. He was not traveling southbound. He was traveling northbound, and he made an illegal U-turn to get behind me, and that was before I made a left turn. And then he put me off.
I wasn't there, but I'm guessing he was traveling northbound before he made a perfectly legal U-turn to pull you over because you were violating the law. Just a guess, just a hunch on my part.
Over, and then he said he saw my phone, and then he said I ran through the red light. Now, per Michigan law, you can't write a ticket for the mobile device unless there's a second offense, which is why he lied.
That is not consistent
That is not consistent.
with your statement is not consistent with Michigan law.
So you can write a mobile device ticket without there being a second offense in the same traffic stop?
Correct.
Since when?
That's the way it's always been.
You question the Chisnator? You know what he has to say to you?
Which is number one, wrong.
Dealt with this before, and
I can't
that
help
was
that.
definitely, excuse me?
I can't help that you've dealt with this before. I can only tell you what the reality is.
That's that's Michigan, or is that a Royal Oak code?
This is a Michigan law.
So what I'm saying is correct. But if you want
No,
to
what
be
you're saying is not correct.
if you want to be delusional, then you'll be delusional. What I'm saying is he's lying, and if you would take a look at,
He's not letting go. No matter how many times she keeps insisting that her BS is correct, he just says, no, it's not. And he won't back down, and he's right. It's beautiful.
your own evidence, then you will see that he's lying.
I don't have any evidence. I have nothing to present. The court will hear evidence from both sides. I've heard from the officer. Now I'd like to hear what your evidence is.
My evidence is your evidence is with your records department. I mean, you're going to take his word and you're going to take mine, so it doesn't really matter. But the video footage proves that he's lying. So that's what I have to say.
How can you say what the video shows? Have you seen his video?
Yes.
How did you see it?
Oh, yeah.
Can you present that now?
Can I present the video now?
Yeah.
It's on a flash drive.
Can you screen share it?
No, I cannot.
I love every bit of this. It's on a flash drive. Okay, then can you screen share it? I don't care where it is. This is set for trial right now. Are you ready to produce it or not?
I don't know how to do that.
Well, you want to present evidence.
Okay.
Right now,
I
when you
don't.
tell me what the video shows, that's hearsay.
It's not hearsay. He
Yes,
should have the evidence. It's his word against mine.
All right, for the record, the video is just awful. That's not me. That's just the video. That's the way it comes out. That this is not my fault for once.
You have evidence, and that you say you've got evidence that shows that what the officer testified to didn't occur. I'd like to see what you have to show that.
Okay, and I don't know how to do that. So should we come in person and do it or what? Because I can come to the courthouse right now.
Does she have a beard? I'm seriously asking. Does she have a beard? I can't tell because her camera's awful. Or his camera. Or whatever the hell the pronoun is.
Now, if that's available, if that's a possibility, then I can come in. This is ridiculous. You guys, these officers keep giving me tickets, and they know that whatever they say is going to be.
Either way, I'm not hitting it. I'm just saying right now. You can hate me if you want to. I am not doing it.
Viewed as God in the court, and I keep getting all of these tickets, and I'm basically being robbed. It's literally a robbery at this point. It's robbery. It's nothing else and nothing less. It's robbery at this point. $350 for something I didn't even do. I just at that same night I was working, and I had just got the money to pay off a prior ticket in Royal Oak.
I think this is a Pharisee of mismalice of justice.
The same night. And then I get this. This is crazy. This is illegal, and this is crazy, and it's dangerous. This is robbery. And it's nothing short of robbery. And someone's going to end up being very hurt, and it will not be me.
This is crazy. It's a rubbery. Holy shit. I can't see it enough. It's so good.
Are you threatening people?
I'm not threatening anybody.
It
I'm
sure
saying the
sounded like
situation, well, it's not. Anything could sound like a threat. Okay. I'm saying it's a dangerous situation to be robbed over and over and over and over again. Everybody sees what's going on, by the way. Like, this is crazy.
Everyone sees what's going on.
Absolutely.
And you're saying that the only place you get stopped is Royal Oak?
Basically, I've had 6 or 7 tickets in the last, I just bought a car last.
Yeah. Before you answer that question, just I don't know, contemplate the possibility that the Chisnator knows what he's talking about and has records in front of him. Just consider that before you run your stupid mouth again.
April or May, and I've been pulled over by Royal Oak at least a half a dozen times.
As well as Pontiac, Rochester Hills, Detroit.
Right.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are stopping you. It might have something to do with your driving.
Right. If it has anything to do with my driving, I find it so funny that I've never been responsible for an accident if I'm such a bad driver, which is why I'm saying this is obviously.
That is a miracle, but it doesn't mean you're innocent of the charges here.
Robbery, because if an officer provided a ticket and said basically anything, and you guys are going to believe him.
You guys are going to believe him?
The court. Let's not get off track.
No, let's stay on track. You're making allegations that you have something that would show the truth or falsity of the testimony. I'd like to see it. I don't know why you're not prepared for your hearing.
Can I come into the court? I hate these Zoom meetings because it's so cumbersome to actually argue effectively your case. Can we do in person?
Officer Brucci, what shift are you working now?
I'm on the night shift. I just got done working last night.
Okay, we're going to reset this for 2 weeks out.
Okay, I don't want to do that because I have a name change hearing that I have to do, and this has to be closed. So I can't do 2 weeks. My hearing is actually next Wednesday. So if you don't want, like I said, if we can't get it done, then I will just pay it. But this, I don't have 2 weeks to do it. It's on the 17th, and it was just adjourned again because I keep getting these weird tickets.
Ma'am,
it was just adjourned from the 3rd to the 17th because I had to handle this. So I don't have 2 weeks.
That's something else you have in court. How does this being adjourned for at least 2 weeks conflict with the other hearing?
Because she told me I can't get the name change can't go through until this is closed.
The name change can't go through until this is closed.
Right.
Okay, now you've used a different name on your signing into the Zoom hearing.
Right.
Yeah, and also before you go from Brandon to Cavani, you might want to consider shaving. Just a thought. That
is what's filed in Oakland County, Cavani Young, and I've already petitioned the court to change my name. So Brandon Pickett is what my legal name is currently, but that's only for the next few days.
Well, you have evidence that you want to put forth at a hearing.
Mm-hmm.
The hearing was set for today. You appear at the hearing by Zoom. You don't have the capacity to show the evidence that you wanted to show by Zoom.
No.
I'm not going to extend the time for the officer to he works a different shift, and I'm not going to extend his commitment to be in the courthouse beyond what is already on the schedule. I'm not going to do that to him. I will adjourn this for 2 weeks or not at all. It's your choice.
So, like I said, basically, without you viewing the evidence, and I'm surprised you're doing it. I commend you, because I requested for them to view the evidence last time, and he immediately denied. So, but once again, it's basically his word versus mine, and you're going to side with his word without viewing the dash cam footage, correct?
I've heard his testimony and I've heard your testimony. You haven't
Mhm.
said that you didn't go through a red light.
I did not go through a red light. There you go. Did you need me to say it explicitly? And as far as having a phone in my hand, as he said, as when he pulled me over, everything was in my hand. My purse was in my hand. My keys were in my hand. Everything was in my hand. So I don't know, like I said, what that is about. He was already coming my way before any of what he said happened. No speeding, no swerving.
All right. All right, I'm happy. We got an old Greg reference in the house. I don't have a cocktail. I need to here. Cheers to old Greg.
No reckless driving.
Just going through a red light is the allegation.
At a Michigan U-turn, it was 1 a.m. There was nobody out there, and I didn't go through a red light. I stopped. And can
If
you
you
not
make a
turn
right
red?
turn on a red,
No, I
stopping,
didn't make a
that's a
right
violation.
turn.
oh, you made a left turn, but you made
No,
a left
it's-
turn onto a one-way street.
Do you know what a Michigan U is? Like on Woodward?
Oh, I have no idea. Why don't you tell me?
I'm asking, do you?
You made a U-turn on Woodward. When you stopped for the light that was in the turnaround,
Right.
Chisnator's straight trolling her now. I love it. Or him. Whatever. It.
if you stopped, then you could go when the light turns green, or you could go because it is a 4-lane going the same direction that you're turning onto. So you are permitted to make the left turn onto the one-way section of the street on a red after stopping. The officer's testimony is you did it without stopping.
That's his testimony. His testimony is also that I had a phone in my right hand when I am right-handed. I don't drive with my left hand.
Well, you've already testified that you had all kinds of things in your hand, including your phone. You said you had your purse, you had your keys.
Right. That was after he had pulled me over. I was already exited out the vehicle at that point.
That's not the point to which the officer testified. He testified when you went through it. When you went on to Woodward northbound.
Right. And me
No.
being right-handed, I will be driving with my left hand to make. Right. That does not make sense because it's not true. So that's what he testified to. Great.
Now, I'm asking you if you want to have this adjourned for 2 weeks so that you can present the rest of your evidence or not. If you don't, I'm going to rule based on the current evidence.
And the current evidence is his statement. So you're going to rule on a lie. I don't feel like holding this up. I want to get my name changed. I believe that's why he really put me over in the first place, to delay my name change. He knows exactly who I am. He knows exactly who
Then
I
the
am.
fine on the disobey the traffic.
I don't know if this cop knows who it is or not, but I guarantee you he doesn't care about their name change. He doesn't give one F about the name change, whether it occurs, whether it doesn't, nothing. Not an issue.
Traffic control device is $130. The fine on the electronic device in your hand is $220. It can be paid online or by mail or at the courthouse counter. Up to you.
Cash. It will be cash.
Okay, you can do that at the counter.
Ooh,
Okay.
he must be
May
rich.
God not have mercy on your souls. Burn in hell. Thank you. Good night.
Have a good day. Merry Christmas to you.
I'm feeling that's how that was going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Chisnator. I mean, he's so inappropriate. He dropped a Merry Christmas after that. Just presuming she's religion. It's outrageous. I can't believe he's still on the bench. As bad as that was, this is worse. Most of this does not have
Record
video.
in State of Michigan versus Solana McBride 2501723 SM. We have Mr. Martimino, Mr. Hardy, Ms. McBride back before the court.
Rebel Chaser put me onto this. Shout out to Rebel Chaser. She's got a great channel.
The jurors have all returned from lunch. Anything you place on the record before we bring in the jury and begin with openings?
Nothing for the people. Nothing from the defense.
All right, then we will bring in the jury.
The only video you see is the exhibit, but oh, it's worth staying for. It is worth staying for. I don't know. I don't know why they did it that way. They just turned the camera off. But when they share screens, you can see stuff.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Every so often. Yes, this is shorter than usual.
This is a jury trial.
Oh. Please return to your seat you had before.
It's a hot mess. God bless him. Zach went through and cut out gaps and jury instructions.
Please return to your seat that you had before. You can use both doors. Luckily, that's one of our nice things about this court is we have 2 doors to our jury box. Not everybody has that.
Ooh, they got the fancy jury box.
Thank you. You can be seated. Okay. Glad you all returned from lunch. And assuming everyone stopped at Treasury. And continue opening. Mr. Marchmina, you're open.
Reminds me of old
Thank all of
Two-Shots
you
Together.
for bearing with me through the jury selection process and for dedicating your time to this. I know not everyone is over the moon about jury service, but it really is appreciated. This case it's an unusual case. We don't have a lot of social security number cases here, but that doesn't mean it's not important. Just because it's not a violent crime doesn't mean it's not harmful, and I appreciate your attention and dedication today. This case is about a video that Stellana McBride posted on Facebook, in which she
There is no video
intentionally broadcast the
until
social
later.
security numbers of 2 children being raised by someone named Shonda Mitchell. But really, this case is about betrayal. Shonda Mitchell and Stellana McBride were friends. Stellana was starting a tax business, and Shonda agreed to let Stellana do her tax return. These 2 kids are dependents of Stellana. You're going to hear of Shonda. You're going to hear from Shonda. And as part of this tax return, she turned over personal information for these children, including their social security numbers. And when this business transaction did not go well, did not go according to plan, and as contention and ill will grew between the 2 of them, Stellana decided to get some payback. She went on a Facebook Live video in which she said disparaging things about Shonda, in which she broadcast the tax returns from Shonda in an apparent attempt to clear her name right there, center.
The Facebook Live video is literally the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And I sat through the Brooks trial.
In the video, the names and social security numbers of these 2 kids. And I intend to prove to you today, through testimony of Shonda Mitchell as well as Detective Riedel, that this was intentional, this was vindictive, this was an effort to get at her former friend. And for all of those reasons, I'm going to come back up here at the end of the trial and I'm going to ask you to find her guilty. Thank you.
Mr. Hardy, please open now or reserve?
I will open now.
Okay.
Members of the jury, this case is about intent. The law requires the prosecution to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Ms. McBride intentionally displayed the social security numbers of her client's foster children on Facebook Live. You will hear that Ms. McBride runs a small tax business. A false accusation was made against her that she had stolen a tax refund. She went on Facebook Live to defend herself. But while she was showing a document to clear her name, she covered certain Social Security numbers using her own driver's license. You'll see Ms. McBride's Facebook Live video. You will hear Ms. McBride say she is attempting to block the number. You'll see her driver's license being used to cover it. What happened next was simple human error. Ms. McBride didn't realize that the children's numbers were visible below the area that she was trying to block. She believed that she was blocking everything. There was no intent to display anything improperly. Evidence will show Ms. McBride's attempt to cover the numbers. The evidence will show that she even said out loud that she was covering them. And any exposure of the numbers was accidental, not deliberate, not intentional, not known. Members of the jury, accidental display of Social Security numbers is not a crime in Michigan. The law requires the prosecution to prove a knowing, intentional display of the Social Security numbers. When you see the video and hear the testimony, both from the alleged victim and from Ms. McBride, you'll see that the intent is not there. And I'll ask you to return with a verdict of not guilty. Thank you so much.
Okay, Mr. Marchmino, your first witness.
People call Shonda Mitchell.
Before you're seated, please pause and raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth under penalty of perjury?
I do.
Okay, have a seat there. Couple things to keep in mind as we get started. One, you got to be loud enough for juror number one all the way down there to hear you.
Okay.
Also, answer with words that my assistant here can type, like yes or no, so she can make a record. If you say mm-hmm or not,
Use your words.
your head, you can't spell it very well.
Okay.
You can start with stating your first and last name and spell them both for us.
Shonda Mitchell, SHAUNDA MITCHELL.
Thank you. Your questions for witness Mitchell.
Okay. Shonda, we'll just get right into it. Do you know someone named Stellana McBride?
I do.
How do you know Stellana?
She used to be my friend.
How long were the two of you friends? How did you guys meet?
She was my neighbor.
Is she still your neighbor?
No.
You guys stayed friends after you were no longer neighbors?
Yes.
Now, do you have any children who you're currently raising?
Yes. 3.
What are their names?
Dominic, Davion, and Devin.
How old are they?
7, 5, and 4 tomorrow.
We're going to talk about Davion and Devin today. How old are they?
Davion is 5, Devin is 4.
Now, to your knowledge, did Stellana ever decide to take on some sort of business venture?
Yes.
What kind of business was this?
Texas.
And do you remember the name of her business?
M&M, I believe.
M&M.
Yes.
And did she ever approach you about helping her with this business?
Yes.
What did she ask of you?
She just said that she was opening a tax business and she needed new clients.
And did you agree to let her do your tax return?
I think.
Just real quick, do you see Stellana in the room right now?
I do.
Could you please tell me where she's sitting and describe her clothing?
She's sitting at the table and she has on a black shirt with a white underneath.
Your Honor, could the record reflect the witness has identified the defendant?
Any objection?
No objection.
Record will reflect identification.
Now, what information did you give? Take a step back. How long ago did you agree to let her do your taxes?
2024.
And what information did you give to Stellana to facilitate this?
I gave her my social security card, my kids' social security cards. I dropped off my tax information.
Like W-2, stuff like that. When you say your kids' social security cards, that includes Davion's and Devin.
I gave her Dominic and Devon's.
Okay. Did she ever get Davion's social security number?
Yes,
Do you know how she got Davion's social security number?
my husband thought.
And Davion's and Devin, do you include them as dependents on your tax return?
I do.
Now, what exactly is your relationship to Davion's and Devin?
They are my foster grandkids. They're my daughter's kids, but I got them out of the foster care system.
So sort of doubling as grandmother and foster mother.
Correct.
Now, when you trusted Stellana to do your taxes, did that go as planned?
No,
Did you wind up getting your tax refund when you expected it?
I did.
And did anything happen to cause you to become suspicious of the operation Stellana was running?
Yes.
What caused you to become suspicious?
Stellana wouldn't print my tax return and give them to me. And then
Now did you say she wouldn't print your tax
she would
return?
not. She said she wasn't wasting money on ink
Okay.
on the tax returns.
And then did you eventually get your tax returns?
I did.
How did you get your tax returns?
I got them from somebody I've never met before. They reached out to one of my friends and told them that they had a copy of my tax returns.
Did anything else happen that caused you to become suspicious of the business Stellana was running?
Yes, multiple people were talking about fraud that she committed online and how they also didn't get their tax returns. And when they finally did, that they were overcharged.
And did you do anything to voice to Stellana your concern about her business?
I did.
What did you do?
I called her several times. I reached out to her via text message, and I called her and I believe a couple emails.
And did you ever say anything on social media about her conduct with her business?
I did.
And did she ever do anything to retaliate?
She's done a lot of things.
Obviously, I think, we're focusing on one particular thing.
Mhm. Yes.
Showing defense table people's proposed exhibit 1. Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Yes.
Approaching the witness with proposed exhibit 1. The video, do you recognize this?
I do.
And what I just showed you, People's 1, what is that?
That's Stellana going live, showing the world my tax information.
And can you tell where she is in this video?
She's at home.
And her home, is it in the city of Lansing?
Yes.
Is it in Ingham County?
Yes.
Your Honor, the people move to admit proposed exhibit 1.
No objection.
One's admitted.
We're now publishing exhibit 1.
Yeah, I have to edit those.
Now, you indicated this was posted on Facebook Live.
Yes.
Was this posted on Stellana's personal Facebook account?
Yes.
And how long after it was posted did you see it?
It was during the live. My realtor called me. We were looking to buy another house and he seen my baby's name and social security number. He called me, told me that they were listed.
Now publishing 1. Now, note for the record that the video was edited to blur out their social security numbers, but there's a stipulation that those were their social security numbers.
Okay, but we should probably inform the jury so they know. So maybe a question for the witness about how the video originally appeared, and otherwise they don't really know.
When it
They're
comes
not in the loop.
This little tack of stuff that I'm doing, I ain't even think I was doing nothing. But y'all showing me every day, whatever I'm doing, I need to go harder at it. Because this has got y'all shaking in y'all boots. And that is so crazy all day. I told y'all, listen, I want to be clear on this. What I am running is a legitimate business. I am registered like I'm supposed to. My paperwork is in order. Business banking accounts.
Mhm.
I'm talking, I had to sign my company up for ADP yesterday.
Ooh.
I want everybody to understand that I don't have to explain anything to anybody, but because now we live in a different type of life, you have people doing things that will be scaring off your real customers, your real people that is getting you. And that's what's starting to bother me with this now. But I told y'all what I promised y'all was, if somebody put an accusation out about me from here on out, I'm going to ask them to bring their receipts. And I'm going to ask each and every last one of y'all, if you love me and you see them posting something about me, you don't have to get in my shit. But rightfully, if they feel it's free to say it, ask them, can they post a receipt about me? Ask them. Ask them, can they post these receipts about these things that they say that I'm doing? Because I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. Right now, I tag Chocolate because, Chocolate, you're on live right now telling people I stole your money. You ain't signed shit. You ain't blah, blah, blah. All lies, you guys. Okay? And I don't like to be judged.
I'm Team Chocolate. You know, I haven't met Chocolate, but I'm thinking Chocolate's right. Yeah, you know, I wasn't there, but that's my guess.
At all, but I'm starting to feel like I'm being attacked by complete bum bitch behavior, okay? And it's making me sad, y'all, because I've been having to say some low things to these bitches that I'm not even a low balling person, but this coming for me shit, it has to stop. So this Chocolate
Oh, you are a lowball person. You are lowball, lowbrow, uneducated, can't speak English, straight hood, fool. In case you're confused, let me inform you. You are down with the host shit. Absolutely.
situation, y'all. And I'm going to tell y'all again why I'm even taking any type of attempt to defend myself. Because when you other bitches that's getting on the posts, shrinkling in, and you know the truth, I just need to know you really just don't like me. So I can stop speaking to you miserable bitches too. This shit is ridiculous. But what we're going to do is, what we all know is women lie, men lie, but numbers don't lie. Now, what I'm going to need y'all to do through this process is to be patient with me, because what I am is still responsible. So there's part of her information that I can't share with y'all, her personal information, but I'm going to give y'all enough. I'm going to give y'all enough just to let y'all know.
She has ethics. You know, she's not going to disclose the amount that she actually stole. Because that would violate client confidence, right? What is your point?
That what she's saying about me, here's my receipt, that it's not true, okay? That's what we're on right now, you guys. So everybody's been seeing Shonda Mitchell constantly jumping on everybody's post. I didn't even do her taxes this year, y'all. I did her taxes last year, okay? When I did her taxes, they were already coming from a tax person where they were having problems at. Should have been a flag for me, but she was actually cool with me. So who cares? I'm going to take the case. It's not a hard case, not a bad case. Okay, y'all. Now, what I'm going to turn the camera around and start to begin to show y'all is I want to make sure that all of y'all is aware. I got to cover up her social first. Okay. I want to make sure that all of you are aware that we are seeing information for this thing.
Okay, I'm taking a look here. Right here, is that your name?
Yes.
Now we see some blurring right here. Is this how it looked when it was broadcast on Facebook Live?
Yes.
This blurring right here?
No, the blurring, no. That's underneath that is their social security numbers and their names.
Okay. We have Dominic and Devin. Got mixed up when I said Davion. Dominic and Devin. And over here, did you have their, was that their real social security numbers?
Yes.
That's what was given to them.
Yes.
It's given to Stellana. And that's your name, right?
Yes.
That's your actual date of birth.
Yes.
Same person. Shonda Mitchell. Everybody see that? Shonda Mitchell. Her and my daughter got the same birthday. So I know Shonda Mitchell. That's who we talking about right now. Now, this is this same client, you guys. Now, if I go down a little bit, I got to move because you don't get to see her dependents, socials numbers. But now this is this same person. Her federal refund was $5,346 is what she was getting. Her state was $3,111 is what I was getting her.
Wait, I thought we weren't disclosing all this. In addition to showing her private information, we're giving to the penny what the supposed refund was that she may or may not have stolen.
Okay. Now here is Miss Mitchell's fees while she telling y'all that I charged her $1,000 and all of that. Transmitter fee, $21. Electronical filing fee, $40. Service fee, Bureau, $50. Me, the preparer, $475. Her audit maintenance, $92. Bank fee, $53.95. Finance charge, $114.68. Her total fees was $846. What was it? Wait, let me look. $846.63. Now I want everybody to look at the next line. In this next line, as you can see, she was refund advantage direct deposit, which means it went to her account. This lady's account, direct deposit. Everything went to her account, nothing to me. This lady actually got an advance, you guys. This advance that she got was $4,628.05. That's where that finance charge came from up there. Right here, y'all, this 114, this bank fee is for this $4,628 that they had to give her. So when y'all looking at this, if her federal refund was $5,346, her total in all of these was $8,000. She got like $4,000. She got most of her refund out the gate. And y'all see this money didn't come to me. This is last year's shit. So I want you motherfuckers to tell me, who did I rob? Who did I rob, y'all? Who did I rob? What I charged her ain't even what I charged for what I did for her. That's what's pissing me off, y'all, is because I steady keep getting slapped in the face when I'm doing somebody a favor. And I'm going to say this, anybody that prepared taxes that's on here, let me tell you her situation. All Schedule C, 2 dependents. Was I supposed to charge her $475, y'all? Was I supposed to tax? Was I, y'all? Was I? I'm just asking. Was I tax preparers? Was I? No, I'm supposed to charge her way fucking more than that. But I'm doing this because I want y'all to put this shit to bed. Every time a bitch try to come for me now, bitch, I'm going to pull a receipt on you. Call me receipt having Rhonda right now, okay? Because only a fool could see that I ain't took shit from this lady that's on live saying that I took some shit from her. Listen, y'all, I told y'all about a few weeks ago that I'm in spiritual warfare. And the devil is trying to attack me, and he constantly is. And I rebuke that devil right.
The devil has won. The devil has won. He owns your soul. And this video is Exhibit A.
Right now, in the name of Jesus, you have no power over me. Nigga, I am bigger than you, nigga. This ain't my vision. It's God's vision, nigga. I'm going to execute this, nigga. And I'm letting y'all know nothing you doing is stopping what I got going on over here. Because this is God's body. But baby, some of this shit is going to be approached and dealt with. All of that, you and me need a fight and all of that. Stop capping. You've seen me at several parties and you was really in the party with me, putting your hands in the air where my eyes could see. Stop acting like this is that and that is this. This ain't got to go gangster. And if it was meant to go gangster, if that's the case, I took your money a year ago. What type of humble bitch is you to let me walk Lansing? Because you ain't the old you, be the old you if I took your motherfucker shit. Because if you took mine, I would definitely be the fuck old me. I'm tired of you capping ass bitches. Stop capping. We too old to be fighting you, old bitch. You need to come over here and try to learn how to level up, bitch. Because we done got old. Yo pussy popping, pussy selling ain't gonna work no more. Just like my plate selling dope shit wasn't gonna work no more. And I'm doing something different. And bitch, you not. We gonna cut the shit with this shit. You bitches is mad at me because I've been through it and I'm still leveling up. And I'ma tell y'all, I'm the bitch to help some of you hoes get through some of your tough times. Stop hating on me and come and let me help you get through your tough shit too. But this shit stops here today. This stops with this Eminem shit today. Y'all stop disrespecting something that I put my hard fucking work into. Selling dope was easy. Making them plates was easy. This shit ain't easy. I'm building a 3-figure fucking company, so I'm supposed to charge. But you see, when being a friend and doing a good deed go wrong and y'all wonder why I be so hurt over how people do me, because I really just still be trying to look out. And that's why
3-figure company is top notch. Oh my God, the stupidity. The abject stupidity. Through and through. It's so good.
I'm saying to y'all, I don't give a fuck. I ain't looking at nothing now but to the hills which cometh my help, nor my help come from the Lord. Can't nobody get shit from me that I don't want to give you, including my fucking kids right now in life. Okay? And this is why. Because in order for me to grow and get to where God got to get me to, I got to clip some of this shit. I got to. So I'm saying this to say to y'all, if it ain't directed, it's not respected. Let me make sure they can hear. Yeah, if it's not directed, it's not respected. And I want to make sure that it's directed by tagging exactly who I want to talk to and who I want to make sure of. Because all of this shit, they making all this shit about me and ain't nobody tagging me to shit.
All right. All I want to ask you right now is did I oversell this? Did I oversell this?
Because they know they full of shit. Listen, for you to sit up there and not like me as a prisoner in your heart is not making you a better person. I'm not worth all that. I'm not worth all that. I'm not. And I wish y'all would really stop it. You know, I've really had the last tough couple of weeks of my life. And y'all just coming, and I'm taking that. And, you know, I'm going to be real, unlike you, Chocolate. Shit, we both old. We really don't know who the fuck can win a fight between us. But right now, the shit that's in me, you might not be safe. You might not be safe. That's as real as this can get to you. Like, y'all gotta stop picking and poking that shit, people, and y'all don't know what mental state they in or what they going through. Y'all gotta chill on that shit. That's as real as this get. She been shoddy, her body fucked up. They done slit and clipped me. I'm fucked up. And she on there talking about if she was the OU. Bitch, you really don't know if you could win a fight with me, bitch. Just like I don't know if I could win a fight with you. But what I do know, over the last week, there's been several bitches like you fucking with me. I lost my motherfucking grandma. I've just got my medicine changed for postpartum. Bitch, your neck could get snapped right now. And it ain't even got shit to do with you. So I'm just saying, chill on Stellana. Chill on Stellana. And like I said, while you...
Keep in mind that is all being played to 12 jurors sitting in a room somewhere.
I'm going to go back to this frame here from People's One. It's a little blurry, but that's Dominic and Devin, right? And right here where it's blurred out, you said that those were their social security numbers.
Yes.
Now, prior to this video being posted, did Stellana, had she said anything to you to suggest that she intended to do something like this?
She did.
Can you tell me about that, what she said?
She said, well, keep telling me, bitch, and all this shit gonna get posted.
Now, after that was posted, were there any adverse consequences for Dominic and Devin?
I mean, I can't get their social security numbers changed. They have to stay with it for the rest of their lives. It's heartbreaking. I feel like I took them kids in to save them from, and have them show them from harm, and then here she go posting their social security numbers, so they don't even have a chance before they get 18, and their social security numbers are all over Lansing. There's like 50 screenshots. If you've seen in that video, Mr. Brown, that's my realtor. That's who was sending me her LARA information to pull her stuff because of what she did.
Now, have you had any issues with, credit cards or anything like that?
I've been getting all kind of credit card stuff in the mail. My credit score went from a 670 and it's at a 400. She's still actively playing with my social security number.
I would object. I believe this is speculation as far as we can't be sure.
Dean, I think the focus needs to be on the social security numbers were displayed in the video, Mr. Marchmino.
Did you wind up contacting the police about that video?
I did.
How long after it was posted did you contact the police, if you remember?
Maybe a day or two.
And did you give the police a statement about this whole situation?
I did.
And did you wind up obviously loading that video?
I did.
I don't have any additional questions.
All right, cross-examination.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Ms. Murphy.
So at some point within the last year, you had accused Ms. McBride of stealing your tax refund, correct?
Not still in my tax return, no.
What were you accusing Ms. McBride of?
Ms. McBride told me she was going to charge me $350 to do my taxes. As you can see, I ended up paying $846.
That accusation was serious, wasn't it?
It is.
You're aware that Ms. McBride went on Facebook Live in response to your accusation?
Correct.
Okay. And the purpose of that video, as you understood it, was to defend herself, correct?
No,
You don't believe that the purpose of the video was to defend herself?
no,
And why is that?
because like I said, before, Stellana had already said she was gonna post my information. That was just an excuse for her to post my information.
Okay, and when did she say that she was going to post your information?
January 24th or 5th.
Okay, and when was this video made?
It wasn't a video.
Or when was this Facebook Live? When did this Facebook Live go on?
It wasn't a Facebook Live. She said it to my mother-in-law.
No, so you said that she made these statements in January. Okay. And so how long after that statement was this Facebook Live video?
Maybe 5 or 6 days, a week. I'm not sure.
Okay.
She said it January 20 something. The person who she gave my tax return to reached out on me January 27th. And I told that person, like, hey, if she posts my information like she said she's going to, I'm going to file a lawsuit.
You didn't go to the cops at all when this happened, when the statement was made?
No,
You weren't in the video. You were not in the room when she made the video, correct?
right.
Okay. When she had allegedly said that she was going to post your information, did she just say she was going to post your information?
She did.
Okay. She didn't say anything about attempting to post your dependents information. Is that right?
She just said she's going to post my information. Yes. My tax return has my information.
You didn't see where she was looking or what she saw on her screen when she was making the video, correct?
Repeat that.
You didn't see where she was looking or where her eye line was when she was making the video, correct?
No, I didn't.
Okay. In the video, you saw the defendant physically holding up her driver's license to cover your social security number, correct?
Yes, mine.
You heard her say, "I'm going to cut off her social first before I show y'all," correct? On the video.
I heard you say that.
Okay. Saw her mention, "I'm going to move so y'all don't see her dependent socials," correct?
Correct.
Okay. Your own social security number was never visible in the video, correct?
Correct.
I believe her focus of the video was to try and discredit you, correct?
Objection, calling for speculation.
Mr. Hardy, as to the objection,
I believe that her
you're asking her what your client's intention was. Probably you should rephrase to a question that focuses on what this person knows.
So when you were viewing the video, you heard her say mostly things involving you and your information, correct? Verbally?
Right.
Okay. And you didn't hear her mention verbally anything about her dependent social security numbers, correct?
Yeah, she said she's trying to cover up my kids' social security numbers, but she didn't.
So she didn't say the numbers?
She didn't.
She didn't point to the numbers?
No.
And you saw that she kept the license, her license in place over your social security number while she was scrolling, correct?
Right.
Have you attempted to view the video on Facebook since then?
After I recorded it, I did.
Okay, when was that?
Maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours.
Okay. Did you attempt to revisit the video at any time after those few hours?
I blocked her.
Doctor. So at this point you're not sure if the video is still up.
No, I'm not sure.
Okay. So you can't say for sure if it was taken down immediately after.
It was not taken down immediately yet,
Okay, and how do you know that?
because my husband called her
Okay.
and asked her why she still had the social security numbers.
It wouldn't be calling.
Maybe 2 or 3 hours after.
But after the day after, so you have no knowledge of when if the video was taken down.
Nope, I called the cops.
She's never met or interacted with the dependents to your knowledge, correct?
absolutely has met my kids.
Sorry?
He says has she met my kids?
Has she met the dependents?
She absolutely has.
And when did she meet the dependents?
Me and Stellana were friends, so I can't say I've had all 3 of those kids since birth, so I can't say what day or how old they were, but she absolutely has met my kids.
Do you have any reason to believe that she had any animosity towards your dependents?
No, but me, yes.
Redirect.
No redirect on.
Okay. This is a point where jurors may ask questions of the witness. If you have a question, write it down. And of course, raise your hand so my court officer can collect it. Any jurors have questions? We've got some now. Okay, Ms. Mitchell, you missed something. Mr. Martina, your next witness.
People call Joseph Brino.
All right, who did they call? I didn't hear it. They're calling the defendant?
Before you're seated, I need you to raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, I do.
All right, have a seat. Please keep in mind you have to be loud enough for juror number 1 all the way down there to hear you.
Okay.
And answer with words my assistant can type into the record, like yes or no. You can start with stating your first and last name and spell both for us.
First name is Joseph, last name is Riedel, Joseph, last is Riedel, Riedel.
Thank you. Your questions for witness Riedel.
Mr. Riedel, how are you employed?
I'm a detective with the City of Lansing Police Department
And how long have you been a detective with the city of Lansing?
since April of 2019.
Do you have any sort of specialty with your position?
I've been assigned to our fraud investigation division.
And were you assigned to an investigation regarding someone named Stellana McBride?
Yes, I was.
What sort of information were you given regarding this case when it was assigned to you?
The initial report by Officer Howard took the reporting person's statement, provided that in a summary with basic information as to what the allegations were.
And this of course is about a video that was posted on social media. Did you review that video?
I did, yes.
And did you take a statement from Shonda Mitchell?
Yes, I did.
Did you also take a statement from Stellana McBride?
Yes, I did.
And what did Stellana McBride tell you about what happened?
She stated that she did record the video. She stated that it was a video that was on Facebook Live, and that it was of tax document that she had prepared for Ms. Mitchell in 2023.
So she acknowledged having made and posted the video.
Yes, she did.
Did she give you an indication whether she intentionally posted social security numbers?
She said that she didn't realize that the social security numbers that were on the document were posted.
Did she acknowledge that the social security numbers were on the document?
Yes.
Did she tell you why she posted the video?
Apparently there was some back and forth between the two parties. Ms. Mitchell had made some allegations about Miss McBride, you're stealing from her or something along those lines, doing something that she shouldn't have done.
All right, I have no additional questions.
Cross-examination.
So, how soon after this incident did you speak with Miss McBride?
I spoke with her on May 15th of 2025. I'm not exactly sure what day it was reported on.
Okay. When speaking, I noticed in your previous in your testimony upon correct that she had mentioned that she didn't realize that the dependents numbers were in the video. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay. Did she tell you that the video was taken down?
Yes, she did. Yeah,
Okay.
she said
Did she tell you when it was taken down?
if she did, I didn't record it and I didn't ask the specific date that it was removed.
Okay. So this, according to what you heard, this video was taken down before before you even spoke with her at all.
It may have been. I'm under the impression that it was because when we were on the phone, said it was no longer up. So I don't think that she would have taken it down. This is a fun thing.
And you don't personally know if the posting of the social security numbers was intentional or an accident, do you?
I don't have any knowledge to that.
No further questions.
Redirect. Any jurors have a question for this witness that you'd like to submit? Like a no, you may step down. Mr. Marshby.
The people rest.
Okay, we're gonna send the jury out for a break so that we can prepare for the next phase of the case. Have you head on back to the jury room. Leave your notebooks here, as you can't have them until deliberation. Where should I have to wait? She's like, she's right here. Until deliberation.
One of my very many, I was going to try that court. Actually, it's just accidental. I'm
like, where should I have to wait? She's like, she's right here. Okay. Back on the record, State versus McBride, 2501723 SM. We have Mr. Martina, Mr. Hardy, Ms. McBride back before the court. And I think we should, I guess, prepare instructions for the end here as well. Hardy, are you still intending to call your client?
Yeah, and I would like to get a quick point here as well.
Okay. And that saves me from needing to give 3.3. Okay, go ahead and go to your client and then let's tighten up these instructions.
Ms. McBride, you are aware that you have a right to remain silent through the proceedings.
Yes.
Okay. And the choice for you to testify today is correct.
Yes.
Okay. And you were not threatened, coerced, or made any promises in order to get you to testify.
No.
And just to be clear, Ms. McBride, you know the decision to testify is yours, not Mr. Hardy's. He can give you advice, but you get to decide.
Exactly.
Think that cut him
And
out.
that's your choice today.
Yes, ma'am.
Then I will delete 3.3, which is defendant not testifying, because she is going to testify. So we don't need that. And then I think one question I had is whether the elements needed to be amended, because I think the testimony came in that it wasn't Davion and Devin. It was Dominic and Devin.
Yes, whoever charged this.
You.
Yeah, whoever the bozo is, they let charge this. You know what? It looks like the complaint doesn't have names in it, so.
It doesn't in the charging, just in the witness list and in the list of complainants or up in the right corner. But I don't think that bars you from amending to match the.
Yeah, it should be Dominic.
Yeah.
Whoever made this complaint, total bozo. Probably not like notice it.
Idea. Okay.
Like that's DOMINICK.
Yes. Look at that. And then I think there's a stipulation instruction that I need to add in light of the party stipulations. Let me see if I can find that real quick.
Like it's 4.7.
When the lawyers agree on a statement of facts, these are called stipulated facts. You may regard stipulated facts as true, but you are not required to do so. So that is what we should put in regarding the social security number. I guess I should just make a statement saying you heard the party stipulated to the fact that the video contained the social security numbers. I'm trying to raise back. Let's take the slide. That looks good. Well, client, that's the only witness. You'll rest. I'll give Mr. Marchmina an opportunity for rebuttal. Then we'll go into closing arguments. And I intend to do all of that without a break unless somebody needs a break for some reason, something comes up. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we'll get adjourned.
Okay, I can do a poll, but I don't even know. Is this a criminal case? I think it's a criminal case. It could be a civil case for doxing. The crazy with the on the Facebook Live is the defendant. I'll just call it guilty, not guilty.
She said, wait.
Sorry.
Don't see anything from us.
Oh, there's nothing to see. Don't worry.
So we're not to meet you?
Thank you. Can be seated. Okay, right before I sent you on break, Mr. Marchmina rested. So, Mr. Hardy.
The defense calls Miss McBride.
All right, Mama, to the witness box. Where you're seated, I'll have you pause, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Okay, have a seat there.
Woo! That video didn't go for well.
I'm
Well,
going to be
for
loud enough for juror number one to hear you and
Wonder
answer
why.
words my assistant here can type into the record like yes or no. You can state your first and last name for us, please.
Solana McBride, spelled STE LLANA, last name McBride, MC, capital BRIDE.
Thank you. Your questions for your client?
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. McBride, what kind of work do you do?
I'm actually opening up a daycare. I own a couple of tax offices.
Okay.
So I have 2 tax offices.
Okay, and how long have you been running the tax business, the tax side of your businesses?
I have been doing taxes for over 12 years, but just over the last 3 years that I've become an ERO, where now I own my own software and could open my own offices.
Okay. How many clients do you, how many tax clients do you
Well, it was a gradual transition from drug dealing.
have?
Last year, I had 167 returns that I did.
And how would you describe your approach to handling your clients' personal information?
If you came to my house, you would see I have strict rules of locked up information because my office is inside of my home. So I'm real funny about people's information, whether I'm at work or not, because I also work at home
Yeah, you're real funny about it. You're hilarious. You announce it on Facebook while you're insulting them.
healthcare. So I deal with a lot of my clients' personal information. So I'm already just real funny about that.
Okay. When you say, just to clarify, just, some of us may understand the slang, some of us may not. When you say you're real funny about
I'm very, very overprotective of it. Very, very, not nonchalant about it at all.
Okay. So it's fair to say that your tax business runs on a lot of trust?
Yes.
Okay. And would it be fair to say that purposely showing social security
Objection.
numbers-
These are leading questions.
Also, she's not nonchalant.
Understood. So if you were to show a social security number, how do you think that would affect your business?
That could definitely cause me to lose everything that I've worked hard for.
So I want to move over back to the incident itself. Can you explain what was happening between you and Ms. Mitchell for this Facebook Live video?
Miss Mitchell came to me to do her taxes. In the midst of doing Miss Mitchell's taxes, she also brought me what I later found out was her husband. She had me file both of them separately, telling me that they were not legally married, and I didn't.
Objection. Get into hearsay.
Mr. Hardy, yes, that being hearsay.
I'll move on.
Rephrase your question.
Yes. So I just want to just stick to the what was happening between you and Shonda. You heard testimony of accusations that you were not doing your tax business correctly today.
Yes, that's what I just tried to do, was explain how we got here. That's
Okay.
how we got it started from this. This is where it started from, and it still had to do with the tax business.
Okay. And when did you first learn about these accusations?
Which accusations do you mean?
The accusation about overcharging.
It never was an accusation about overcharging. She was repetitively on social media telling people I stole her money, that she hadn't got her tax money and I stole it.
Okay. And how did that accusation make you feel?
Objection. Relevance.
I believe that her feeling, her emotions into why she would make this video corresponds directly to motive and intent.
Since intent is an element today, I'll allow it. Go ahead.
Yeah. How did these accusations make you feel?
It was very detrimental to me. And the reason why was because, like, I've cooked these kids food. I've been here for this lady when she was messed up. So it was like, even if we had a personal problem or something, she felt.
There's nothing more detrimental to you than your idiotic Facebook Live video that will live on forever and should.
Why not talk to me? Why is it that you got to get up every day and get on social media and slander my company? And that really hurt me because I come from the dirt. I come from selling drugs. I've turned my life around 18 years doing the right thing. So when people start trying to destroy what I got going on, it hits me different.
Okay. And why did you decide to respond publicly?
Because at that time, my grandma had just passed away. I was in postpartum. I was 45. I had just had a 3-year-old. I was in postpartum. And I had just got diagnosed with fibromyalgia. So all my meds were all over the place because the professional that I am, I wouldn't have even given her this shot. But it was just like, it was affecting my business. And if anybody could have seen it, she was constantly on every post and everywhere and just making live videos every day. And I just didn't want it to affect my business. So I felt like
anxiety leads to constipation.
this will end.
Okay. And what were you trying to show or explain specifically during that video regarding her return?
I was definitely trying to show that, one, that I didn't charge her over $1,000 like she was putting in the social media to everybody. And also that I had not taken any of her money, because all of her money I was able to show was direct deposited to her and how much that she had fully gotten.
Okay. So were you trying to focus on her tax return in this video and not the dependents?
Of course. If I'm gonna do something, it wouldn't be to her. I mean, to no kids. Like, them kids ain't did nothing.
What did you try to do to prevent any social security numbers from being seen?
I used my bank card trying to swipe all of her personal information that I felt, you know what I'm saying? That I felt that the people shouldn't see, that it wasn't right for them to see, not knowing that the numbers at the bottom. That's why I said, hey, let me move this so you can't see the dependent social security numbers.
Just to clarify your testimony, you're saying that you were not aware of that you were.
Oh, not at all. Not at all.
Sorry, that you were not aware of the dependent social security numbers.
No, not at all.
Okay. So what did you believe that you were covering at the time?
I didn't realize that their social security numbers, I guess, was so far, because if y'all paid attention to the video, I was covering up her stuff at the top, not realizing theirs were so close to the bottom. And when I thought that I had to scroll through to get to the information that I wanted everybody to see, that was why I removed the camera, because I thought that I was hiding their social security numbers, never knowing that they had been exposed already.
Did you intend to show anyone's social security number that day?
Of course not.
Okay. At what point did you realize that the foster children, the dependents, the foster children's social security numbers might have been visible?
After I shut the Facebook Live video down, one of my friends inboxed me and said, hey, the numbers, you know that some of the kids, you can still see the numbers. So I immediately took it down.
Okay, when you say
So the video was up for every bit. I can tell you flat, the video was up for 8 minutes.
okay,
It was up for only 8 minutes.
so after 8 minutes, you received
Somebody had inboxed me and told me. Yep.
Okay, and then
Excuse me. When he's asking you a question, you have to let him finish asking before you talk, because you can't talk at the same time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Inbox.
so just to clarify your testimony, as soon as you learned that the numbers were exposed, you immediately took down the video.
Correct.
Okay, and you took down the. Did you take down the video before there was any type of police contact?
Oh, yes, months before.
And how did you react when you found out the numbers were taken down, or that the numbers were visible?
I thought that was really misfortunate, and I was accountable to myself that I had even letting someone get me to that space to, like, I just wouldn't even give this type of stuff attention before, but I just, you know what I'm saying? I was in a down space, but generally I wouldn't, so I really still felt bad. I really did. I felt bad still.
Do you still feel bad to this day?
Of course.
Have you ever made any threats to expose her information?
No, that wouldn't be good. I'd lose millions. She's not worth me losing hundreds of thousands for that.
Okay. Have you ever made any threats to expose her social security numbers?
No, because I had a perfect opportunity to expose it right then, and I was covering it up. If that was the threat, I would have just followed through and done it. I was right there.
Okay. Do you have any animosity towards the dependents whose social security numbers were shown?
Not at all. Like I told you, I've taken these kids.
Can you show us the millions that you have to lose? I just want to see it.
Soup. I fried these kids chicken. The kid, you know, first of all, today in court, I found out they foster kids. You can't even file foster kids. So I didn't even know this. So this is a lot today.
And so just to clarify, you never made any threats to expose any information, any threats at all? Okay.
No, sir.
Has your business been hurt at all by these?
Yes, it has. That was the reason why I even responded, because I could just see, like, people were telling me it was making them, like, she was literally going on people's posts calling me Steel Lana, with Steel and Lana behind it. It was getting messy. It was. I mean, she woke up to this every day. Like I was her thorn in her side.
No further questions.
Cross-examination.
Okay, Ms. McBride, are you still running your tax business?
Yes, sir.
Showing defense table, people's proposed 2B and 2C. Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Yes.
It's 2B,
Mm-hmm.
and that's 2C.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recognize 2B and 2C?
Yes.
What were those?
Those are my business Facebook for Eminem.
And M&M is your tax business.
Yes,
correct?
it is.
Your Honor, people move to admit proposed exhibits 2B and 2C.
Mr. Hardy, any objection?
Okay.
2B and 2C are admitted.
Publishing 2B. Now, correct that this is the top of the Facebook page for your business.
Yes, it is.
And over here, this is the logo for your business.
Yes, it is.
And this
Oh, we saw all about the M&M tax experience.
is you, correct?
Correct.
And would you agree that
This
this
is good.
page posts basically daily?
It just started because that page hasn't even been going. It's been about a month since I've had that page. I just created that.
Or would you agree it posts regularly?
Oh, yeah, it does.
Moving on to 2C. Is this also from your Facebook page?
I can't really see that the way you want me to see that. You're going to have to bring that up here. My eyes ain't that.
So over here, is this the about information on your Facebook page?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And this is this link right here for the website for your business?
Yes, it is.
Showing defense table people's 2A. Can I approach the witness?
Yes.
And it's in the PDF and scroll through. You recognize this?
Yes.
Is that a PDF of your business's website?
What does that mean?
Like, are these images from your business's website?
That's an AI put together website that was put together for me.
But this is your website.
That is definitely my website.
Your Honor, people move to admit proposed exhibit 2A.
No.
2A is admitted.
She doesn't know what a PDF is.
Publishing 2A.
Or how to speak English or how to do taxes.
looking through here indicates that you do all different kinds of tax services, fair to say. Would you agree?
Yes.
And it indicates you here that you provide expertise, is that correct?
Yes.
And here we have expert correction and reconstruction of tax returns, is that correct?
Correct.
And then over here, is this where clients can solicit business? Can contact you about getting
yes.
business?
Yes.
Would you agree that you are running a legitimate tax business?
I definitely am.
And do you put effort into complying with all of the laws for your business?
I'm definitely in compliance with the IRS.
You put effort into complying with state laws related to your business?
Of course.
Now, you indicated that you are very protective of people's personal information. Is that correct?
Correct.
And what does that entail? What steps do you take to be protected?
Well, with the information that I have to hold from everybody, it doesn't matter. Whenever somebody gives me something, I have to take copies of it. So everybody's ID, everybody's social security cards, W-2s, whatever they get me, I have to make copies. So I have files that I have to keep for 3 years straight on every client that I do. It doesn't matter. I can be audited for them. So in my basement, there's a whole locked room with file cabinets just of people's information, whether it be their socials or whatever. So I keep that locked away, and that's according to the IRS. That's what I have to do.
And do you comply with Michigan's Social Security Number Privacy Act?
What do you mean by that? Because you have to be more in depth with that.
The law in Michigan regarding Social Security Number privacy, do you comply with that law to the best of your ability?
What is the law? Because I'm not figuring what are you trying to say or ask that I can.
I'm asking about the Social Security Number privacy.
I don't know
Yeah, we'll just take it as a no. Okay.
the law of that. So there's no way I can tell you if
I would have objected this. This question is about intentional display. I just don't see how, this is relevant because
No, Mr. Hardy, it's both an element of the offense that the display was intentional, but also that Ms. Bride knew she wasn't supposed to do that. So I think the question's.
Oh, so if that's what you mean, yeah, because I didn't intentionally do anything.
Okay, so the question is, are you aware of the Social Security Number privacy act?
Wasn't until I caught this charge.
Okay, so at the time you were running this business, you were not aware of the laws your business had to comply with?
I still would have been upholding the law because I didn't intentionally do anything. So I was still following the law, sir.
Now, you indicated that you are very protective of people's social security numbers. Would you say that you're so protective that if you were exposing the numbers, it must have been on purpose?
Of course not. You could clearly see in the video it wasn't on purpose. I kept
saying so then
that.
The answer is
yeah.
Going to People's One. Now, you agree that you posted the video this still is from, correct?
I did.
And you agree that this blurred spot did have Dominic and Devin's social security numbers, correct?
Later that I found out, yes.
So
But
you
her
agree.
social was at the time.
So the question is,
Her social was at the time.
I need you to just answer the questions. So you agree that you did post their social security numbers on Facebook?
Not intentionally.
But yes, you did.
I did,
post.
but not intentionally.
Okay. So the question's not about your intent, it's about whether you did it.
That's
You
the
did.
law is about the intent.
Okay, but my question is about whether you did, and you did, correct? And you did intentionally post the video, correct?
Yes.
Okay. After you did this, did you apologize to Shonda for posting these children's number?
No, because I can't apologize to somebody that's threatening me and trying to jump over.
So then no. So the answer is no.
No, I couldn't if I wanted to.
Did you, when you found out that this was posted, did you regret having posted the video?
Of course.
Did you do anything to express to Shonda or her family that you regretted doing this?
You can't do something.
So then no. So the answer is no.
No, you know that already. No.
I need you to try to just answer the question.
No.
And your attorney can ask follow-up questions.
Okay, no, sir. No, sir.
Miss McBride, I have to tell you the same thing I told you when Mr. Hardy was talking. You can't talk at the same time.
Now, would you agree that when your camera was facing the screen, that was only a small part of the video, that most of it was camera was on you speaking?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Okay. Going back to People's One. Would you agree that their social security numbers are right here in the center of your screen?
The way you see it, it looks like that, but that's not how it really shows when it's on the computer. They look closer to you with this.
So, but this video is from a phone. You posted this video with your phone.
But the screen is from my
So
computer.
the question is whether you posted the video on your phone. The video you posted on social media, you were using your phone.
You saying the video that I took from it?
The video you took.
Oh yeah, because it was my computer and my phone, so I had to understand what you were saying.
So in the video, the social security numbers are in the center. Isn't that correct?
No, that's still not the center of that page.
Okay, I'm asking about the video, in the center of the video.
And it's still not. That's what I'm telling you.
You're telling me
that from the phone.
But just to make sure I'm understanding, this image right here, you're telling me that this is not the center of this image?
It's not.
Okay. Now, it's your test. Were you looking at the video as you were taking the video?
No, I was not.
Okay. Now, you testified that you were accountable to yourself. What does that mean? How were you accountable?
I was accountable to myself because I know that I've been through too much to even have allowed somebody to shake me up, to even put myself in any predicaments to even answer back to this. And that's what I had to hold myself accountable to, that there was no reason that I should have even allowed
So then,
in this predicament of this.
in terms of your actions, you have not done anything to take accountability for this. Is that correct?
Excuse me?
In terms of your
Yes, I have. I asked God to forgive me.
Okay.
I asked God to forgive me and asked God to make sure that I be a better person and that I don't let people get me like that. Sure did.
Okay. So aside from prayer, you have not done anything outwardly to take accountability for your actions. Is that correct?
I'm not sure on what you mean by that because I'm not for sure what I should be doing outwardly. So I'm not for sure of that. So I can't answer that for you.
Okay.
Oh, wait, that's not true.
So you need to wait for a question. Do you know someone named Ambrosia D. Walls?
Yes, I do.
How do you know Ambrosia D. Walls?
I know Ambrosia because I was sister companying with Ambrosia. So
Ambrosia and chocolate. The cast of characters is awesome.
Ambrosia had her company and I had my company. And we were sort of like working together. That's how she received her tax return because Ambrosia, I told Ambrosia to give it to her.
So you agree that she got the tax return from Ambrosia, not from you?
Well, because it's on Ambrosia software. Her
So then
return
that's
was
a
never
yes.
done on my
Agree.
yes, because it's on Ambrosia software.
Now, did you ever threaten to post personal information of Shonda's?
No,
Now, are you aware that in January of 2025, Shonda told Ambrosia that you threatened to post personal information?
yes. And did she show you the follow-up of that?
Okay, so the answer is yes. And is it your position that she fabricated that back in January?
Shonda?
Yes.
Yes, she did.
So it's your position that she fabricated threats, but then you actually did post the information, but you did it by accident?
January to May is a long time. So that's not what happened, sir.
Okay.
No, that's not what happened.
So just to make sure we're on the same page, in January, Shonda fabricated threats that you made. You never actually made threats, correct?
Never did.
But then in May, you did actually do the thing that she said you were threatening to do?
No, that's not what happened.
But okay.
That's not what happened.
I would just object to this is that the testimony was that Mitchell had stated that she thought that she received a threat to expose information.
Mr. Hardy, you can ask during redirect.
Okay, so you agree that in January, Shonda told Ambrosia that you said that her kid's info or hers would surface.
No, I don't agree with that.
Okay.
That didn't happen.
I'm not asking if you said it. I'm asking if Shonda said that you said it.
No, you said, do I agree? And I'm telling you, I don't agree because it didn't happen. This is all
Okay,
new
so
today.
let me take a step back. So just make sure we're understanding. Are you aware, and if the answer is no, the answer is no. Are you aware that Shonda told Ambrosia in January that you threatened to post both her info and her kid's info?
No,
No, she did not say that?
no, this is my first time hearing this today.
Okay. Just to clarify, you did not know that the social security numbers were broadcast until after you were finished with the video?
7 minutes after it was taken down in 8 minutes. It had been up 8 minutes. And that's because somebody inboxed me on Facebook and notified me that they could be seen, and I took it straight down.
Oh man, get better, Nigel.
Now, you heard Shonda testify that her husband had to call you, correct?
Yes, he did call me. It wasn't at the time that she said or nothing
Okay.
like that. It didn't happen like that.
Okay.
He called me and threatened me. It was nothing to do about the take it down or any of that.
Okay, okay. No further questions.
Redirect.
So just to clarify, so you've heard the testimony from Ms. Mitchell alleging that you threatened her in January, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And did you make any of these threats?
No, her tax return, I had done her tax return in 2023. Why would I be threatening her in 2024, 2025? It's over. It could have been over. It was her doing the threatening. It wasn't me. It was clear on the video. I said it. You keep making live videos threatening me, saying you will slap me. This is clear. She was the threatener. I wasn't.
Okay.
It was in the video. We can go back to the evidence and rewind it, and it tells it.
Okay. And on the video, when you are covering the
Yeah, let's watch that again. You look like you were threatening. I don't know what her stuff was. Here's the thing. I've come around to the idea that maybe this client was really nasty to her and claimed that she stole her return when she didn't. That is possible. And that would make you mad. But that doesn't justify anything that she did.
The number with the card. Are you focusing on the? Let me rephrase. When you are when you're covering up the information with the card, did you mention anything about the pen social security numbers?
I actually had said in the video because I didn't know they were showing and I knew that I had to pass them to get to the bottom. So that's what made me in the video say, hold on and move the phone, because I didn't want anybody to see them. I just wanted to show everybody that this is not a case. This is her case. She doesn't get to act like I showed y'all somebody else's record. Ain't nobody stole her money. Ain't nobody charged her no $1,000. So I knew to get from the show who she was. And that's why I had to top up, because I was covering up her social security number, why wouldn't I give hers up over the kids if this is what I'm intentionally doing? She's the person bothering me, not the kids. So I didn't know. So that made me remove the phone so I could scroll the screen up more to be able to show the banking products of what happened in the bottom to try to kill this whole thing.
No further questions.
Okay, does any juror have a question for this witness? So now you may step down, Ms. McBride. Mr. Hardy, any additional witnesses from you?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Marchmina, are you calling any rebuttal witnesses today?
Possibly, if I have one moment.
Shall we send the jury back for a minute?
Yes.
Okay, we'll send you back to the jury room for a moment. Please leave your notes because you can't have them till deliberation. Anything to place on the record outside the presence of the jury?
Nothing for people.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, take a couple minutes. We need 4.5 at this point, which is inconsistent statements. He probably does meet those criteria to claim the children, but I don't know it with 100% certainty, so that's why I said down a full statement. Wait, hold. Before, like, be loud enough for them to hear you and answer with words we can actually type. Okay. Mr. Marchmina, any questions for witness Mitchell?
Okay, obviously we watched the video earlier, People's Exhibit 1. How long was that video on Facebook?
After my husband called her, I know for sure it was on there 3 or 4 hours after that.
How long after it was posted did your husband call her?
About 15, 20 minutes.
And how do you know for certain that it was still there for 3 or 4 hours after?
Because I wrote.
Now, do you remember in January of 2025, I believe, having a conversation with Ambrosia D. Walls?
I did.
And did you give a police a screen capture of that conversation?
I believe so.
Showing Defense Table Peoples 3. Your Honor, may I approach the witness?
Yes.
Do you recognize this?
I do.
And can you tell me what that is?
That is Ambrosia reaching out to me.
I would object immediately to this. I believe that anything that Ambrosia had, may have said in this text messages is what you're saying.
Mr. Marchmina asked to hearsay.
Well, there is nothing that Ambrosia said in this one screenshot that I don't even see how it could be offered for truth in matters circuit. And the purpose of what Shonda said that I'm highlighting is essentially it's a prior consistent statement and also impeachment material.
Well, I don't know how it really impeaches Ms. McBride if she wasn't a party to the conversation. But as to prior consistent statement, I guess I gotta look.
If my kid's info were
Okay, I'm getting through all this nonsense.
we're going to focus on this message right here. Okay. You sent that message, correct?
Okay.
And this was sent to Ambrosia. Now down here at the end, it said, if my kid's info or mine starts surfacing like she said. Who is the she you're referring to?
Storm.
And like you said, this is from, you sent this message in January of 2025.
Correct.
No additional questions.
Cross-examination.
Ms. Mitchell,
Yes.
regarding the return, that is the
Yes.
subject of that
Yes, Ambrosia is the one who's going to make me change my mind.
the email or that text message rather. Is McBride the only way that you'd be able to get that get your return?
Objections outside the scope of rebuttal testimony.
Also, Mr. Hardy, I don't understand why it's relevant, whether she can get a return from somewhere else. I have something to do with what we're doing.
I just my understanding is that actually I'll move on.
Okay.
Regarding that, did you allege any threats in that text message?
Besides calling IRS, no.
Okay, so there's nothing in this text message that implies or states that Ms. McBride threatened in any way.
I'm sorry?
There's nothing in these text messages that implies or states that Ms. McBride threatened you in any way.
She absolutely did. She said she was going to post my information. That's what the whole email was about.
You said this was sent in January?
Correct.
Okay. And this video was made in May, which is about 5 months later, right?
Correct.
Okay. Is there true that there's nothing in that text message that states that she's going to expose your social security numbers or the children's social security numbers? That's correct?
She did say she was going to post.
But that's not what the text message says, correct?
That is what the text message is.
The text message is saying that she is going to expose specifically social security numbers. Social security numbers were mentioned in that text message.
She said my information. That's the same. Bless you.
Well, I believe it's indisputed that she was showing your tax return, but there's no mention specifically of social security numbers, correct?
It's my tax return. So what you're saying.
Okay. There's no mention of social security numbers in the text message. That's
Objection. This has been asked and answered multiple times.
I don't believe that's been.
It has, Mr. Hardy. She said it doesn't say the word social security number. It says the word information. To her, she thinks that included social security number. If you have a further question about that.
And what made you think that this was in reference to a social security number? Was this something that you thought was going to happen in January?
She told my mother-in-law she was going to do it.
Okay. So you're saying that she told your mother-in-law that she was going to expose your social security numbers at this time in
Correct.
January. Was there any other party to this conversation besides you and your mother-in-law?
My husband.
And neither your husband nor your mother-in-law are present here today, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So the only evidence that we have that this conversation even happened is your word here today, correct?
No, you got text messages. She said she was gonna do it and then she did it.
Okay, redirect.
No redirect, Your Honor.
Okay, you may step down. Additional rebuttal?
No additional rebuttal, Your Honor.
Okay, then we have come to the point where we're going to proceed with closing arguments. Mr. Marchman.
Thank you all so much for bearing with us through this unusual trial, a little shorter than a lot of them. I don't think this is generally what people expect when they have jury duty, but as you can see, it's high stakes and it's important. And I appreciate your time and your attention. It's a very critical service you're doing today, so thank you. Getting right into it. This case is pretty simple. Shonda agreed to let her friend do her tax returns, and then this led to conflict. This is after Stellana started a business called M&M Returns, and you saw images of her website and her Facebook, and this led to conflict. And Shonda began to believe that Stellana was engaging in misconduct, and this led into disdain between the two, and ultimately ended with Stellana making threats and making good on those threats to broadcast Social Security on social media. Now, element 1, possession of Social Security numbers. It's supposed to say Dominic and Devin. This element is undisputed. She was in possession of these Social Security numbers because they were turned over for tax purposes. That element is satisfied. Elements 2 and 4 are the public display of Social Security numbers. These elements are likewise undisputed. No one is arguing that Stellana McBride did not publicly display the Social Security numbers of Dominic and Devin. That is not disputed. Even though it was blurred here, we're all in agreement. There was a stipulation that when it was posted, it was not blurred. The numbers of those two children were there. This is the dispute. Knowledge and intent. You know, we talked a lot about direct and circumstantial evidence during jury selection, and there's a reason for that. It's not very often that a person committing a crime is going to say out loud, I am intentionally doing this. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Of course, someone is intentionally posting these Social Security numbers is not going to say, all right, now I'm going to intentionally do this bad thing that clearly would bring about all kinds of harm. She testified about the harm. But we can't let that deter us from holding her accountable. So we have to infer that this was intentional through all of the circumstances. And you're going to get an instruction on that. What she said, what she did, how she said it, and any other facts and circumstances. Now we're going to start with element 3. Public display was intentional. She did not do this by accident. It was by design. We have lots of reasons to believe this. First is the nature of the act. This is not something that you can do by accident. We talked in jury selection about the example of the intern standing up and slapping me in the face. There are times when the nature of the act itself cannot be done by accident. A person cannot simply make a Facebook Live video with 2 social security numbers right in the center of it for as long as it was there by accident. The act speaks for itself. The location of the numbers on the screen is further proof of her intent to display these numbers. Right here, we see it right here. Despite vigorous protests from Ms. McBride, it is right there, smack dab in the center of her screen. Now we know how phones work, right? We have these little cameras here. She has her phone pointed right at the social security numbers, okay? Now, how else do we know that this was intentional? The length of the video. How long did she have her phone on these social security numbers? Let's watch that section again.
We are seeing information for this same person. Shonda Mitchell. Everybody see that? Shonda Mitchell. Her and my daughter got the same birthday. So I know Shonda Mitchell. That's who we talking about right now. Now, this is this same client, you guys. Now, if I go down a little bit, I got to move.
She really sounds like Judge Bryant. I'm not going to lie.
Because you don't get to see her dependents. Social.
Now, how many times does she have to say Shonda Mitchell? Shonda Mitchell, Shonda Mitchell. And look at how it's moving in, panning out, hands a little bit to the right. She knew what she was doing. Okay, the person who testified today is not stupid. She knew what she was doing. She had it centered. She's saying Shonda Mitchell again and again and again, getting closer and further away, panning to the right. That was not an accident. That was intentional. How else do we know this was intentional? Lack of remorse. She said it herself. She never apologized. She honestly seems kind of proud of it when she testified today, right? That was not a person who has regret. What did she do to be accountable for it? She asked God for forgiveness. Has regret. What did she do to be accountable for it? She asked God for forgiveness. I'm not saying that's not important or valuable, but outwardly, in terms of making it right with Shonda, with Shonda's children, with anybody else, she didn't do anything. She didn't even claim that she did anything. Total and complete lack of remorse. How else do we know this was intentional? Motive. Her business is being harmed by what she claims Shonda is saying and doing. And you saw in the video the motive, the ill will. That is further evidence this was on purpose. This was not an accident. How else do we know? prior statement. She was saying long before this was posted that she's going to do it. She said she was going to do it, and then she just happened to do it by accident, and we saw the messages. Shonda was telling people well before this video was posted that Stellana was making these threats. Now, Stellana says this is fabrication. I never actually said I do. That's a fabrication. So let's get this straight. Let's get this straight. Shonda makes a fabrication of these threats, and then Stellana actually does the thing that the fabricated threat was, but it was an accident. That doesn't make any sense. When we are trying to get to the bottom of this person's intent, we have to use our common sense. There is evidence that she is what's more like talk about reasonable doubt, right? Scenario 1, she made these threats and she followed through. Scenario 2, Shonda made up these threats and then she just by accident did the thing that Shonda said she was trying to do. That's not a reasonable scenario. That's not a reasonable doubt. She left the video up. Now, Stellana says it was up for 8 minutes, but we have testimony that her husband called several minutes later. And Stellana was willing to admit that she spoke to her husband, said it was about something else. I guess they just wanted to chat about the news on the day that she broadcast these social security numbers. And then it was up for hours after that. That is the only credible testimony. When you saw Stellana testify, she was not a credible witness. Okay, the only credible testimony we have is that it was up there for hours. When you saw how defiant and argumentative she was today, do you think that she just went, took it right back down? No, she left it up for hours. Leaving it up for hours is evidence that she put it up intentionally. Now, finally, she's very overprotective. Her words, very overprotective of private information. She's gloating about all these steps she takes to make sure that this information doesn't get out. What does that mean? That means that it got out, it must have gotten out on purpose. If she is this overprotective of information, how could it have accidentally gotten out? All right, guys, where there's smoke, there's fire, and there is all kinds of smoke, proving that this was done intentionally. Now, last element is knowledge. Must show that knowledge that her conduct violated the Social Security Number Privacy Act. Now, conveniently, she's testifying. Oh yeah, I do everything I can to comply with law. I comply with IRS. I comply with state law. And we ask her about the Social Security Number Privacy Act. Suddenly, I'm not familiar with that. Doesn't make sense. Okay, she was here. She saw the elements being read. She's familiar with the charge. She knows that an element is that she knew she was breaking this law. So naturally, she's going to get up there and testify. I never even heard that. She's going to get up there and play dumb. Now, how do we know? She did know, just common sense. She's running this business and she doesn't know she's not allowed to publicly display social security numbers. These are common sense. Okay, she knew. The law requires compliance. Now, I have here an earlier section in the Social Security Number Privacy Act. She is charged with violating Section 6. This is from Section 4 of what is required of anybody who is maintaining a business that involves the collection of other people's social security numbers. And there are requirements, and she has a business. There are requirements from the law. This involves a policy that she must develop to protect the privacy. So there are specific laws, specific orders, specific mandates for businesses that are collecting people's social security numbers. And she wants you to believe that she has one of these businesses, that she owns and is operating such a business, but did not know what she needed to do. That doesn't make any sense. Don't take the bait. Now, how else do we know about her knowledge? Like I just said, she's running a business. You're telling me that she is running this business and she doesn't know that the law says don't put social security numbers on Facebook Live? You're right.
I want to be clear on this. What I am running is a legitimate business. I am registered like I'm supposed to. My paperwork is in order. Business banking accounts. I'm talking, I had to sign my company up for ADP yesterday.
So she's running this legitimate business with all these business accounts, and I have licensing, all that stuff. But I don't know that the law doesn't let me do the thing I did. That's nonsense. That's nonsense. So ultimately, what this case is about is your common sense, basic intuition. Don't think like jurors, think like people. Is this something that she could have done by accident? Is this something that she could have done not knowing she wasn't allowed to do it? That doesn't make any sense. You know what does make sense is she was mad at Shonda and she wanted to get back at Shonda. She told Shonda she was going to do this, and then she did do it, and she knew she wasn't supposed to. That is what does make sense. And that's why I'm asking you to find her guilty.
Mr. Hardy.
Prosecution had one job in this case: to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that Stellana McBride intentionally displayed the social security numbers of her clients and grandchildren / foster children. Prosecution could not do that. Now, it's undisputed that Ms. McBride displayed the social security numbers. So why are we here? We're here because the law does not criminalize or punish accidents or unintentional conduct. You saw the Facebook Live video. This was a video made in response to accusations that Ms. McBride was not running an up-and-up business. These accusations clearly upset her. They clearly angered her, and they clearly made her feel the need to defend the sanctity of her business, of her livelihood. You saw Ms. McBride holding her driver's license or her bank card up as a shield to block sensitive information. You heard McBride say that she was blocking the social security number. That's what she was attempting to do. You watched her scroll while keeping the license in place, believing she was protecting everything that needed to be covered. Ms. Mitchell stated in her testimony that Ms. McBride made a threat to expose her information in January. This was 5 months before a video was broadcast on Facebook Live. The state expects you to believe that she made a threat, sat on this dirt for 5 months, and decided to risk her entire tax return business by purposefully exposing her social security number and eroding the trust that she has with her other clients. Unlikely. Ms. McBride has no motive. She has no animosity toward the children. So why risk her business, one which contains hundreds of clients, to expose a child's social security number on purpose? To what end? What does she gain? She has nothing to gain and everything to lose. The only thing that she logged on to do that day was to defend her business. Ms. Mitchell is speculating on Ms. McBride's intentions. This speculation does not overcome the evidence of Ms. McBride's actual actions. She covered Mitchell's social security number with the card. She stated she only wanted to show enough information to show her side of the story. There was clear animosity between Mitchell and McBride. There's no evidence that this animosity extended to the children. Why expose a child's social security number if her beef is with the adult who is trying to harm her business? Disregarding or not considering risk is not the same as intentionality. Like, I'm 5'8". If I see a pool that is 5 foot deep and I decide to jump in and butt my head, disregarding the risk of diving to a 5 foot pool and bumping my head, it's not the same as diving with the intent to bump my head. Not looking at the depth and diving in, thereby not considering the risk, again, not the same as intentionally looking to bump my head. McBride's actions are not the actions of someone trying to expose social security numbers, or these are the actions of someone trying to prevent exposure. And I believe that the testimony here by Ms. Mitchell was represented. Ms. Mitchell never alleged that McBride threatened to expose her children's information. She never threatened to expose these social security numbers. Police testimony also stated that the video was taken down before police contact. She realized that she had made a mistake when she was inboxed and immediately moved to correct it. These are not the actions of someone trying to ruin their business by purposely exposing social security numbers. Once again, the law of the specific case does not punish accidents. It punishes intentional conduct. And here, the evidence shows the opposite of attempt. It shows an imperfect attempt to do the right thing and defend her business. Could Ms. McBride have been more careful? Absolutely. She was angry at the accusations, and it caused her to act irrationally in the moment. She stated in her testimony that she feels bad about this mistake, that she regrets it. But that's not the question before you. The question is, did she intentionally display those numbers? Now, there's simply not enough evidence to support Ms. Mitchell's speculation. And on that, the evidence leaves us with nothing but doubt. Not small doubt, not speculative doubt, but reasonable doubt rooted in what you saw with your own eyes and heard with your own ears today. Reasonable doubt is incredibly high. It's one of the highest in our criminal justice system. And because of that, you need to be absolutely near certain that these actions were intentional. Now, if you believe the state's version of events, guilty is your verdict. If you believe Ms. McBride's version of events, then you must vote not guilty. But most importantly, if you are not sure because you believe that there was not enough evidence presented and that you still have reasonable doubts because you are simply not sure about Ms. McBride's intentions here, based on what you've heard today, based on her actions, then you must vote not guilty. Prosecution here has not met its burden, and the law requires a verdict of not guilty. Thank you.
Now, I do want to touch a little bit on Solana using that card to block out Shonda's information. So I think that it helps people. Shows that she had the wherewithal to know that there is private information and she's blocking Shonda's information, not the kids. And let me ask you this. The person is intentionally broadcasting these social security numbers, doesn't want to get in trouble for it. Are they going to say, all right, look right here, his social security numbers? No, she's going to make it look like she's doing some steps to protect against that. She's going to hold a card up over something like, okay, I'm blocking this social security number, while kind of subtly pointing out that this information is there, right? And then
We
kind
do.
of like, okay, I'm going to come down here to block the kids' socials. Doesn't make any sense. These are tax returns that she prepared, and she's saying that she doesn't know that the dependent social security numbers are right there in front of her face. That does not make any sense. Finally, there's talk of lack of animosity towards the children. Well, there's a lot of animosity towards Shonda. And you saw Shonda up there, how hurt she was by what happened to these kids. She went for the kids to get to Shonda. I understand that's low. That is low. That is going really, really low. But the idea that, well, she didn't have anything against the kids, you saw with your own two eyes the impact that her actions against the kids had on Shonda. So don't fall into the weeds of, well, she didn't have anything against the kids. She used the kids' weapon.
I'm going to show it.
Against her and her. So once again, I'm asking you to find.
Okay, I'm gonna put 2 copies of these instructions for you to have in the jury room, and then we're gonna start reading. Just want to make sure. Printer turns off. So I start trying to talk to you. Printer's noisy. 1 second. All right. We have 2 sets of instructions and the verdict form. So we're going to send you back to the jury room to begin deliberations. You can take your notes with you. Where are the rest of our people?
Thank you, Zach, for that beautiful editing.
I'll get the video ready.
That's not the one. It's a different one. I'm not walking out as I was walking in.
Absconding.
Well, you don't have to go through that question.
They come back. Yeah. Are they asking for a police report?
No. They want to see something that you've introduced, so prepare yourself.
But it's not like the big video. They want to see my PowerPoint.
On the record in State versus McBride.
I'm sorry, I didn't even see.
Okay, yeah, go. State versus McBride, 2501723 SM. Mr. Marchmana, Mr. Hardy, Ms. McBride are back before the court. The jury saw a note. They want to see the exhibit with the text messages, which I think is exhibit 3. I'm going to take it that you didn't bring the juror laptop.
No, when I don't bring it is when they want it.
So we have to bring them in so that we can show them on the screen, unless you have a physical version to give them.
I do not have a physical version. So bring them in and on the screen seems to be.
Holy wow. That's messed up.
Well, look, the hand sanitizers are all stood up again. They're both knocked over. They're both kids, though. I don't know what they're doing. I know. Wasn't me. Come in, take your usual seats. Thank you. You can have a seat. We've received your request, which I think is to see exhibit 3. And so based on some of our limitations here today, we're going to have to display it for you again, but we can display it for as long as you need, and we can zoom it if you need, because I get it. It might be hard to see. If you still can't see it zoomed in, we could probably let you just approach the screen so you can read closer, but we'll put that up for as long as you need it.
Yeah.
Mines for the win.
Is there anything else on that exhibit that you need to see? I know there were other messages that were displayed, but maybe not talked about as much.
Are we able to see the rest of the messages or?
Yeah,
At least the one on top of it.
sure.
You guys see what you need.
I mean, I guess just ones below, are those still relevant or?
Just
Okay.
this is all.
Oh, that's
it's
it,
just
that's it.
it's just a screenshot
sorry.
of the piece that's relevant.
Gotcha. Sorry.
Need more time with it? Okay,
I'm all set.
we can send you back to the jury room to continue your deliberations. Thank you. Anything else we need to put on the record while we wait?
Nothing from the people.
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Everyone can be seated. Ms. Schmidt, will you obtain the verdict form for a moment, please? You'll return that to the foreperson. Mr. Hardy and Ms. McBride, if you'll please rise, and foreperson, if you'll please rise and read the jury verdict form into the record for us.
I rose.
Read the whole thing, or do I just say whatever verdict is?
I kind of just read the top and then tell us your verdict.
Okay, defendant Solana Monique McBride, case number 2501723 SM. Charges social security number, Privacy Act violations. The jury have come back with a unanimous verdict of guilt.
Thank you. We'll obtain that verdict form from you. Mr. Hardy, would you like me to pull the jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Juror number 1, is that your verdict? Juror number 2, is that your verdict? Juror number 3, is that your verdict? Juror number 4, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 5, is that your verdict? Juror number 6, is that your verdict?
Yes.
Okay. You can be seated. Your jury duty is concluded for today.
Wow, it was only a 6-person jury. Good.
A couple of things. One is you might have jury duty tomorrow as well. Sorry if that happens. Your ban on talking to anyone about the case is lifted. You can tell everyone, your family, what you did all day. You're allowed to do that. The lawyers do very much like to talk to the jury afterwards because it helps them continue to develop as they continue to represent
really.
people in trial. You are free to talk to them or you can refuse. That's up to you. We totally appreciate your time today. Of course, we could not do a jury trial without you. We'll send you back to the jury room and then hopefully get wrapped up here shortly.
Well, that was just fantastic.
And probation referral, please. Yep. Okay. All right. As we have an identified, I guess, victim in this case, I'm going to refer this case to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and set a sentencing date. I can finish that if you just want to get me a date.
Yeah, that's what I can get in here.
Yes, please.
Well, there you have it. Sorry, I'm having camera issues. I had to MacGyver this thing together to get through the stream. That was freaking awful. That was just awful. You know what else is awful? Alyssa sent me another clip. I'm not doing it here because this stream's too long. I'll do it on Vlog Talk in a little bit. You're gonna hate it. It's horrible. Thanks for coming out.